Okay, so the question is, are we not preparing ourselves here so that we can be in in a higher place somewhere else? Yeah? So I believe that heaven is an embodiment. And so a lot of our old teachings in religious books or whatever is that we live our life now for the afterlife. We do good so that we can get to heaven. Yeah? If we sin now, we're going to go to hell, all that stuff. But really, that's a very old way of looking at things. It's a very linear way of, we have to do now in order to get, it's very linear. But actually, that heaven is an embodiment. We have to start bringing heaven into our daily life in the present moment, every single moment of every day. We have to start embodying it. We have to start becoming that frequency and that vibration. And it's only through that more light starts to get generating in the body, and it's only through that we can start vibrating out into life and starting to shift it and change it. So I truly believe heaven's not a destination, it is an embodiment. So yeah, from my experience, I mean, we all come from different lineages of thinking and teaching, but that's from my experience. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, we're good to move on then. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about sexual energy. Yeah, I believe that the next part of our evolution is that we really must start to be using our sexual energy, which is our life force, and we need to start cultivating it and training it to start moving up through the body. Okay, sexual energy is a life force. Okay, it's a fuel, it gives us energy, except what we've been taught is that we have to give our sexual energy away to somebody else. What we've been taught that it's only through another person that we can experience our sexuality. What we've been taught is, our sexuality is what makes us feel beautiful, or how we can magnetize people, or I don't know, get away. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So she's asking, what do I mean by sexual energy? What I mean by sexual energy is it's actually a life force inside of us. Okay, but we've been taught that sexual energy, that what we feel, like we identify that sexual energy, that we have to use it for procreation, that we have to use it in relationships, that we give it away or whatever to another person. Does that make sense? But actually, that energy, that sexual energy, is actually a life force. It's a part of our life force. It's a part of our energy. Do you understand? Yeah, it can be. So a part of energy that wants to connect into me. Because it does create attraction, doesn't it? Sometimes you might meet someone and your sexual energy goes whoop, and theirs goes whoop, and then you're like, oh, we need to kind of connect. Do you know? That's what can happen, absolutely. But really, when we learn to use our sexual energy, that life force can go whoop when we need to go and do something or go complete a destiny. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say is that we need to evolve our thinking out of our sexual energy just being used for procreation. We need to evolve our thinking so that we understand that sexual energy is a life force, okay? It's a life force that brings energy to the body. It's a life force which actually is strong enough to be able to hold our high vibration. So you're a person, you get your soul incarnating into your body, and then you feel really glowy and bright and expansive and a bit spacey, yeah? Have you ever had that feeling? Wow, I've awakened, I feel enlightened, right? But you walk around and you're not quite sure what to do with yourself anymore. Yeah, does that make sense? And you're like, you feel really expansive and open, but it's actually the sexual energy. When the sexual energy starts to move through the body, that it starts to give you more purpose here on earth of what to do with the light that's inside of you, okay? Let's keep going with this. So your sexual energy, right? When it's in it gets trained to move through your body, okay? When your sexual energy moves through your physical body, like say your pelvis area, whatever, it gives the energy of purpose. It gives that action energy. I need to go do something, okay? It might be I need to go for a run. That could be part of your sexual energy saying I need to go do. Has anyone had that experience? I need to go do that. I need to go and burn off some energy. I need to go for a run. I need to go for a swim. I'm feeling like, that's part of that sexual energy that needs to be used in a particular way. So it gives action energy, it gives purpose, it gives you a dynamic force. When that sexual energy starts to unite with the heart, okay, that core channel coming up will start to make you feel like, oh, I'm actually my own soulmate, because you're actually starting to link your sexual energy back to your heart. And part of the loneliness that you feel around life, like, oh, I'm so alone, I'm disconnected, no one loves me, is because the sexual energy hasn't united with the heart. Now, when the sexual energy comes up to the heart and then bursts out of the heart chakra, because you guys are all coming from a space of love, aren't you? And your energy starting to shine out, is when you start to fall in love with life. It's like, oh my God, everything's great. Oh wow, this juice tastes amazing. You know, everything gives that extra energy. But when it comes through the heart, it gives you more passion. And we're all after passion in life, aren't we? We want to be doing the thing which brings us passion. But it's actually that movement that brings that sensation of passion to us. So it's very important we start to train it. When the sexual energy comes up to the third eye, it kind of gives us purpose. Yeah? So we've got power, passion, purpose. Power is all the action. The passion is that heart energy. And the purpose is because the sexual energy is a fuel. And it fuels the brain. It gives us more energy to have more clear thinking. It gives us the fuel to have more creative thoughts. It gives us the fuel to have more ideas, and therefore can give us more purpose. Does that make sense? So actually, when we start to move it up, we get more passion, power, purpose, and those three together actually help us move out into physical reality so that we can start doing our life purpose. Has anyone ever felt that? They felt their whole energy just go vroom, like this, I need to go do something. Have you felt that? Like, I need to go speak to that person. And you almost feel like your soul jumps out of your body and off you go. There you are. And then you're doing it. Has anyone had that? Yeah? Oh, that piece of chocolate. No. Okay. But you get what I'm trying to say, yeah? So it's that energy of your soul moving out of your body, because your sexual energy can help bring you into the physical world and the soul energy can follow. Yeah? The sexual energy, when it trains to move up, is like scaffolding for the body. It helps hold the energy body up. So the more my sexual energy is stronger and I'm cultivating it up, actually the more it can handle my soul, the more my soul can start to shine out more. Have you ever seen people with very magnetic energy? They've got like a really big light and they're like, whew, there's something really like attractive about them and they're magnetic and it's like, who is this person? It's because they've actually learnt to hold their soul with their sexual energy here on earth. Does that make sense to you? It's like scaffolding. Okay. So it's like a life force inside of us. Now, the sexual energy inside the body, guess what it needs to be really supported? Earth energy. Okay, you're here on earth. You've got your heaven energy coming down with your love and the light and the soul information about who you are, but you're here on earth. You need to be connected to the earth. And many of us go, I've got to ground my energy to be here, yeah? Like, send my energy down to the roots, now I'm here. Has anyone done the grounding exercise? Yeah? Okay. And you still don't feel completely grounded? It's because, yes, we need to ground our energy to the ground, but we also need to let the earth energy come up through us. Okay, the earth energy is an amazing force. In Hindu cultures, they call it Shakti. It's the energy of the earth, you know. And if you look at trees, if you look at flowers, they grow up, don't they? So in order for our energy body, our spiritual body, to reach up and connect to the heavens, okay, we're going to be needing some fuel to get there, you know. It's not good enough to think, oh, I'm in heaven, I'm in heaven. We're not going to get there. You know, we've got to actually use the energy that's around us to be able to expand and connect to it so that we can bring more heaven energy down to earth. So people like avatars and saints, or, you know, these great spiritual gurus or whatever, they've actually learnt to train their sexual energy to connect to the heavens so that they can bring more heaven energy, more of that divine light down into earth. But you can all do this, okay? This is how it's done. And that's what you're here to do. You're here to bring more heaven energy down to earth. Does that make sense? Yeah? Any questions?